Good morning, everyone. Today is August 22nd, 2016, and this is Ann Lindsay. I am recording for this video for you to be kind of a tag team to Jane Wolfman's weekly call that just concluded with special guest Diane Reed. Diane is a super seller. Not only is Diane have some extraordinary numbers herself, but she has been able to teach others how to sell. And as a result, she has just qualified for the Milan trip, I believe, according to Jane, one of two stylists in the company that qualified this early. So you will want to listen to the call with Diane and pick up her pointers and tips on how to use the little black book. So the way that I wanted to augment and support that information is to talk with you today a little bit about pricing. The cost of J. Hilburn garments, in particular our suit line. This information might be geared a little bit more toward existing and older stylists rather than brand new ones, because if you're brand new to J. Hilburn, then you know that our suiting line starts at well, actually for corduroy, $630, but our wool suits start at $745 and top out at $1,850. If you are an older or existing stylist, you'll notice that we got a lot of luxe fabrics at conference, or perhaps you've just purchased them from the partner store. And it significantly increases the amount of luxury fabrics that you have to offer in your book, more than we ever had. I remember the first 5 that I had from a couple of years ago were such a big deal. And now, don't know, I might have 50. So that's really exciting. When we look at our productivity and how much we make in commission per appointment, obviously it makes a lot of sense to sell as much higher end as we can. And the reason that I'm bringing this information to you is that I've had a few stylists on my team say to me, or express to me, a level of discomfort, like they're afraid that the price point of the luxury fabrics would be a turnoff to someone. They keep them separate. They don't integrate them into the appointment because, again, I think they're a little bit uncomfortable themselves. Could be that their family, their own means, their own husband, their own father, whatever is appropriate, would never purchase something at that price. So they translate that into feeling a little bit uncomfortable themselves. So I'm hoping to break through a little bit of that and give you some language and a different way to think about it. So I like what Diane says, and we know that listening is a key component of our appointment. When you listen and listen in a kind of an empathetic way and feel your client, you'll know in the very beginning whether our $750 to $850 suit is a big stretch for him, and it's something that you want to encourage, support, but you don't need to go up $1,000 on him for options. You'll know that. But when you get any clues from him, like when he's showing off his wardrobe or telling you about his past purchases because you asked him what they were, by the way, and he starts dropping names, brands, that's your moment to know that he is open to your whole line. So something to, I guess what I want to say is, don't be afraid. Let him make the choice what's appropriate for him. When you go online and you Google some of the mills that we use, what is charged for a custom suit from those mills, you will very quickly see in the first couple clicks between $3,000 and $4,000. So our 1718 is a steal. So what client do you have that you would like to save $2,000 on a suit? Well, that creates a very interesting, different way of looking at it. It certainly creates value, and that's something that men respond to. So what I'm going to suggest, or tell you, are 2 different ways of organizing your swatch book in two different sort of languages. The first thing you want to do, and I'm going to screen share here, is if you haven't already, you want to print out your fall 2016 product pricing. And you want to study it a little bit so you have a sense, you really can talk price and know, be able to answer people's questions. And you'll see here our shirting, and the language that I use when someone asks what a shirt costs, I make an instant decision. I either say, by the way, I don't say 99. Someone else might disagree with me, but I think there's only 2 fabrics. It almost feels like it doesn't count. So I either say 109 to 169, or if I think, again, that instant decision, if I think I might have a client that could be a luxe client, I'll say, I have an amazing world-class line that's $375 for a custom shirt, but the majority of my shirting is from 109 to 169. Okay. Core suiting, and I've got a little cheat sheet here because I want to do the math quickly for you, just to give you, and I write it down on the, I know this is going to come in backwards, but I write it on my list that I carry so I can be fast. So our core suiting is $745. Our fancy solids are $825. Fancy stripes are $890. Sorry, fancy checks are $890. Revenge is $950. Performance solids $825. Then our luxe ranges from $1695 to $1850. Our fall suiting ranges from $890 to $630. And just while we're on the subject, our formal wear ranges from $900 to $1,000. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to just us. Okay, hi. So what I say is, when someone asks me the price of suiting, I'll say more or less from $8 to $1,800, and I say, and I have plenty under $1,000, and that helps to let people know that they're going to find something that is in their price range. So back to my swatch book. I do have my luxury swatches, suiting swatches, integrated in with my book. And that is because I have found that when we're going through looking for something, and I might have suggested, Bob, I think it's time for us to look at a sport coat that is, brown, maybe has a little blue deco in it for you to make it really easy to mix and match with your other wardrobe items. I find that a lot of times I'll show him multiple fabrics and I'll say to him, hey, do you want me to be, super sensitive and make sure you're only looking at the 700-ish jackets, or are you comfortable with a higher price point if you love it? And maybe once I had someone, once or twice, but the point is, they'll tell you, they'll say, yeah, keep me on the lower side, or they'll say, let's see what you got. And what that means is, yes, wow me, show me why it's amazing, and I'm there. Now, second way of looking at what to do with your luxe swatches are what Jane described to me when I asked her the same question, and I asked her how she handles it. Jane has her luxury swatches separate, and she does this because she brings them out like reverently, and she says, Bob, I don't show these to everyone. They are really, really special. And would you like to see whether there's something that's perfect for you in this grouping? We all know, speaking of the specialness, that it is extraordinarily special that we have these fabrics. It is a testament to our construction that these mills allow us to represent their brand, and it is very special. So whether you want to have those swatches separate and bring them out on a little silver platter, or whether you want to treat them reverently when they're in your book, however you do that, my main point is, I think it's okay to change your language, and instead of saying our suiting is $750 to $950, period, I think it's okay to say $8-ish to $1,800-ish, plenty under $1,000. We can make whatever your budget is work for you. So practice saying that a little bit. And I think that it's really smart to Diane Reed talks about training your clients what to expect. On that first appointment, you can start to train them. If you think you have someone that would be a luxe client, to say, when we get your suit back, we're going to ensure it fits, and then we're going to have the option of looking at the higher end fabrics, and that's going to be really exciting for you, Bob. So make the most of your appointments. Remember, higher priced fabrics allow, of course, you to make more money, but they allow your client to experience a higher value. So go forth with confidence, woohoo, and have a great week. Love and success, Anne.